Skittle decided she didn't want to be on after all.
After all. Well, she will be back, I'm
sure. She's a pest.
There you go. Look, we're things are waking up. Technology is not fighting against it. Oh, gosh, that does smell good, that candle.
Ah, it's fine, my tribe.
Oh, I just got a whiff of it.
Yeah.
We lit a new candle this morning, so here she is. Now, don't set fire to yourself, Skittle. So good morning, everybody. Let's see who joins us. We'll see who's up and about this time. They're all thinking because it's an official holiday. It's the 4th of July celebrated today or observed or whatever you call it.
Right, all the banks and
the banks are closed. The post office
is
closed. Yeah. I think even UPS aren't running today because
probably not.
No. Even hello, Wendy. Oh, so we do have people watching us.
Well, I got it. Smells good.
It smells good.
Find My Tribe is chocolate, isn't it?
Chocolate and something else.
It's lovely.
I can't remember what we've got in there, but it's a blend of two, and it's ridiculous. I think it's chocolate and bergamot. I think that's what it is. It's got that kind of, crazy chocolate, orangey, citrusy yumminess smell. So, good morning. If you're watching us, say hi, say hello, and like, comment, and subscribe, and all that fun stuff as you do. We'd love to hear from you because it is now officially 11 o'clock, so we're going to start. Hey, Erin, how you doing?
Welcome to Elevensies, the late morning show with Lisa and Anton Stewart.
And Skittle.
And Skittle. She's always
here. She's here, yeah. So goodness gracious me, Magickal Moonday. Magickal Moonday today. We've done that. Yeah, I hope you had a great 4th of July.
It was a little rainy on and off. But
yes, yeah. We've got a jungle out here. I will find time to cut the grass, hopefully. Good morning, John. We've got people watching us. Maybe there'll be more people today. I don't know, because people aren't
are off work if they don't.
Yeah, but do you have an excuse for Elevensies then if you're not at work? That's the question. Well,
you can always have coffee.
Elevensies are good.
Skittles, your hair.
Gosh, I'm very nasally this morning. The allergies, I think, they're bloody. I know
I'm very tired.
They were spraying yesterday.
I'm very tired.
I'm sorry. You can have a rest. Good morning, Sparky.
Good morning, Mike. I got a couple of people.
There you go. So Magickal Moonday. What are we going to talk about?
The moon.
I suppose the moon. Duh. Well, we just had. We're headed towards the new moon.
The new moon will be Friday.
New moon on Friday,
and it'll be in Cancer. That means that this week we're going to experience the dark moon.
Okay.
Where you won't see the moon at all. So if you did have some serious, banishing work to do, like maybe banishing a bad habit or letting go of something you've wanted to let go of,
something that does not serve you. Yes, that does not serve you. It would be a good time to do that.
The pollen has been amazing. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Savannah. Right, so if
probably because it's all the grass. We haven't had a chance to cut the grass, so it's all in flower probably.
So if there's something that you've really wanted to diminish from your life, or get organized or what have you, this week is probably a really good week to start your work in that direction, right? To let go of something so it doesn't dominate you, or, dark moon is really a very serious time, and obviously Anton and I don't advocate working magic against a person, but this is better to kind of work with shadow, or really just put something aside, put something away, put something take something off of you. And then Friday, the new moon in Cancer is going to highlight the home and family, or people that you live with anyway, not necessarily have to be relatives, and might get you organized there.
Oh, well, we got vaguely organized.
Yeah.
We did run the vacuum and stuff.
We've been trying to keep up with things because we've had no time at home. We've been so busy, which is a wonderful thing. We love being busy. And then we've been working on Celtica, of course, and all that kind of stuff. So
projects are plenty, yes. Yeah,
but they're all good things.
They are.
We always say we can do everything. We just can't do it all at once, Hi, Nessa.
So Erin is saying she can't wake up. what's the deal with the energy, Lisa? What's the deal? What's going on energetically? You did explain some of this.
I think we're just all exhausted. But this is actually a really good month. There's a lot of positive energy. Venus and Mars in Leo. That makes you feel very attractive and happy. That's all about you.
That's all about me.
Saturn in Aquarius. That, Saturn kind of makes you sit still a little bit. But I think that people are just exhausted in general. I think especially spiritual people who have tried to hold people's shit together, Can I say that?
You can say that. There's an awful lot of angst in the world.
Yeah,
there truly is.
There's just all this feeling of injustice and entitlement and all these waves of energy that's conflicting and difficult. So don't let the turkeys get you down. Plan to release that inertia or that heaviness. Plan to release it over the next few days. And and then start a new cycle on Friday.
Today, this coming week and what have you, this would be a good day to focus on breathing, I think. And really, focus. If you've got negative energy hanging around you, if you've got
smudge,
you just too much, you want to just ground it out and get rid of it. You can actually breathe it out quite well. That's something you might like to do.
Right.
Really focus on your breathing.
Yep.
Collecting it all and just letting it go, out into the.
That's one of the things that we teach in Reiki. The Reiki peeps that Erin, I think, is a Reiki person. They'll remember that you focus on the difference between the breath in and the breath out, right? So you take that deep breath in and see how it fills you, nurtures you, let it kind of be a magnet and collect any negativity, and then focus on the long breath out, projecting out, like cleansing. Hi, Jen. For anybody who is asking, the store is open today.
Yes, we are.
Jen will be there. We open at 12. If we're crazy busy, we'll stay open till 8 because we're usually open till 8 on Monday.
Right.
But if it's a ghost town and nobody's coming out, then we'll probably close a little earlier because
probably about
the
6.
4th of July is being observed as a national holiday today.
Right.
And it's not that we're not patriotic, but
I
we don't even close on Easter Sunday, so it's not our holiday.
That's true. That's it. Erin says, yes, she did Reiki with you back in 2008.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've been teaching Reiki since 1997. I mastered in 97. But yes, that deep breath in can be very nurturing. And then if you let it feel like it's magnetized to the stuff you don't want and project it out, you can get rid of a lot of crap.
So can I let them in on a little idea I had, which is because this came up. The silly eyes. I love the googly eyes. Thank you. So we've actually qualified for Super Chat on our channel, which is kind of cool.
Oh, Super Chat.
Yeah, which means people can actually put some money to get their chat top of the list kind of thing or whatever. Or just because, it's like Patreon. You can donate a few bucks or whatever. We're going to put that money into Celtica, obviously.
Obviously, this is what it's all about.
So we have a cunning plan. I'm going to get my geek on and I'm going to make something kind of cool.
He's been cobbling. It's very scary.
I'm going to cobble away. But we'll announce that when we get a Super Chat. Maybe something cool will happen. You can see it. So we'll see what I can do with that because I love to get my geek on once in a while.
Yes, I understand.
It's good. You got to celebrate it. We are just ridiculously blessed when we look at our lives. The variety in them, what we get to do. We don't. Oh God, I have to go to work. No.
We have to figure out what work we're going to do.
We get to go to work. We get to have fun and do this kind of stuff. It's such an honor and a privilege and a pleasure. And we meet so many lovely people and, we can, inspire so many folks.
Right. Because on our plates are the regular work of being the buyer, being the marketer, being the merchandiser, being the accountant.
This is more your gig than mine.
And you're
share with the accountant.
PATV stuff. Oh yeah, you share the accounting and you do all the IT.
Right.
Sparky
sent a super chat. Thank you. I haven't cobbled it together. It's still an idea. First,
he's been buying bits and pieces.
Right. I've got to cobble it all together, and I'll explain. It's kind of cool, and I bet everybody goes and makes one after that. But whatever.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really fun.
But it'd be fun.
Thank you. That's really
Sparky.
cool.
So thank you. We'll put that donation to Celtica. Thank you so very much.
Yes,
appreciate that
awesome.
greatly. That's awesome.
Right. So you're doing the IT.
Yeah.
And those kind of things. And of course, we're both working on videos for YouTube.
Oh, that's fun.
Then we're also working on two tarot decks.
Mm-hmm. Second book.
A second book. And then a crystal book, which we haven't contracted
Well, that'd be the third one. Yeah, no, that one's very much in the formative stage, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. So there's that. Then there's just like being at the store. Then there's taking care of our chickens, and we're also going to clear out an old barn on our property and
desperately needs some love and care.
Yeah, and make a rental property out.
We might take some video of that and put it up as a little because people like to see this sort of stuff. I'm led to believe. So there you go.
Mike says you both are so inspiring. We appreciate it. Well,
thank you, Mike.
Thank you. And you can do anything. That's how I was raised and taught, that you can do anything, you can be anything. And, people don't really know our stories, but I grew up dirt poor. But with hard work, you can still get somewhere. I mean, a lot of people have a hard time breaking cycles.
Yeah. That is true.
And my parents weren't poor because they didn't work. My parents were poor because my oldest brother was autistic, epileptic, and had cerebral palsy, and there was no medical insurance for him. He was born in 1940.
They had a challenge.
There was no medical insurance for him till 1972 when SSI was implemented. So for those 32 years, everything that happened for him, they had to pay for. So imagine he had an operation when he was 3. They just worked their asses off. But they taught us that you can do anything, and we can do everything. We just can't do it all at once.
There's some things that have come from your mum who I never met your mum, and I so wish I did, and I honour her because I think somehow she's
Good morning,
got
Daddy.
This incredibly sharp-witted spirit.
Oh God, she's funny.
But the one thing that you say is, houses made of love have got elastic walls.
Yep, yeah.
And so there's always room for somebody else at the dinner table if need be. You can always cut your hot dogs in too if you have to.
Yeah, that's what would happen on a Sunday. The hot dogs would be cut down lengthways because you could afford extra buns. And people just showed up to my mom's house. My dad was fun too.
But see, that's because it's like. I mean, we miss this so much. I mean, we love to have our extended magical family over and all that fun stuff, and it's been very difficult with the pandemic. Obviously, I mean, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but we ain't out the woods yet. And I'm going to say personally, please, if you're not vaccinated, and there's no good reason why you shouldn't be vaccinated, go get vaccinated.
Really think about it.
Think beyond yourself at this point. Okay, beyond yourself. It's
Well, it is a personal choice. Some people don't want to, but
I understand
but then they need to take responsibility for that choice. So that's the side of the fence I'm on.
I understand that too. I mean, I don't want to get into a huge sort of drawn out thing, but there's a point where unfortunately, and this is the sad thing, and I think this is a leftover from where we're at with how it's been this last few years or whatever. Things have gotten politicized that they shouldn't have. And that really saddens me, that there's political issues with, it's a public health issue. It's not a political issue. It's not a freedom issue. Okay. It's people
you shouldn't
matter.
Bring this up. It's just going to
I'm not starting wars. I'm just saying,
sweet?
Look,
are you being sweet?
She's being a turd. She's being a turd.
You want to
but listen,
no,
seriously, we obviously appreciate everybody. keep falling down, keep picking yourself up. You know what? That is exactly true. Right.
That's
Sparky.
Another mama used to say, another mama thing. Two kinds of people: those who lie down and get run over, and those who stand up and fight. Decide which you are.
You're going to get knocked down. You know, everybody gets knocked down. You just got to get back up again. That's the thing. You know, there's always crap. I mean, we've been through some very tough times. Personally, Lisa and I.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Tough.
We had to pack up and leave the UK. We had to make really tough choices. And
life ain't been a picnic. Neither one of us was born with a silver spoon.
No, and we took care of 3 of our 4 parents, right? Had them live, you know.
But we tried. We do our best to do right by everybody. Everybody, you know, and you don't have to like somebody to do right by them. You don't.
That's true.
But you can do right by everybody, and I think that makes you sleep better at night. You know, when you know you've done right by people, even if you don't vibe to their energy particularly, even if you feel that they might be entitled.
Well, I think this is kind of going back to where this is going back to where we started
with the energies of the moon.
People are very exhausted. People are exhausted. They've been isolated. They're having a really hard time trusting other people, right?
Yep.
So even in our store, for now with the variant, we're asking everybody to stay masked.
Yeah, we've gone back to our mask policy.
We're not sure who's really vaccinated and who isn't, and we can't really invade their privacy and ask that. But we want to make sure whoever is in the store counseling or shopping is safe, right? So if there's someone in the store, if there are 2 people in the store who aren't vaccinated, then we're creating a place that isn't safe, and we're all about being a safe and sacred space.
There's a potential infection rate.
So we're asking for people to stay masked. So I think that's part of the exhaustion. The other thing I want to say again is we always tell you whatever you focus on comes into focus.
Doesn't it just?
These next few days are perfect for focusing on something that distresses you and figuring out a way to get it off of you. Right? So if you think something huge like, I have to give up smoking, these next few days are really great to give up smoking. The dark moon, give up smoking, and then start fresh on Friday.
I'm doing my own bit of scrying here, by the way. It's
right.
beautiful,
smoky quartz.
Smoky quartz ball. I'm just like,
or it could be something small, like saying, you know, my makeup drawer annoys me. When I open the makeup drawer, it's a mess, and I know there's outdated things in there that I'm not going to put on my face, and you know, so it could be something small, like clearing out and organizing that, and you see how good it will make you feel.
Well, we just did some of that. We just did some of that around here, and we're going to do more of that this week. Will you stop being a turd? You're seeing the more akin to what Skittles usually like.
She wants to rip holes in me.
She did, you know, last night. She just tore a hole in you. So
he's a turd.
Big turd. But yeah, so getting rid of stuff that does not serve you is a perfect thing to do in a run up to a new moon. Perfect thing to do. And obviously, when we get to the new moon, there's where you plant your seed of intention and all that. But you know, before you can plant that, you have to till the ground. Yep. You have to prepare it, you know. And so this is the preparatory phase where we're getting rid of crap that just doesn't serve us.
Yep.
And say, for example, I used to smoke many moons ago.
21 and something years ago.
It's interesting, though, that Lisa's never, ever seen me smoke.
Nope.
Because that's the point where I actually gave up smoking. So I believe I smoked before I left England, but obviously then on the flight over here in December 15th.
10 hours, you know.
I didn't smoke the whole time there. And when I got back, I thought, well, just for today, I'm just for not today even. Just for right now, I'm deciding not to have a cigarette. And they say that you can break the chemical addiction of nicotine, which is terribly addictive.
7 days, though.
Only 72 hours, I thought, is what they said for nicotine. Oh. But the habit that to actually get yourself out of that habit of you know, because you've got so much associative behavior with it, you know, like you would have a cigarette with coffee in the morning, or a coffee at night, or whatever with a beer, or, you know, or after a meal, you know. Well, so it becomes ingrained as part of your rituals, and it's very difficult to try and dissociate from that, to get away from it.
Well, if we're going into the releasing time, well, we're definitely in releasing. The moon is waning, right? We know it's waning now, and it's into the dark moon. The reason I say 7 days is because it's a chakra cycle.
Interesting.
Right? It's a chakra cycle and a planetary cycle. So if you can think about what the chakras do, right? Grounding and focusing, physical body, willpower, emotions, communication, intuition, connection to spirit.
Get it out of every single one of those seven chakras.
So you work your way, you know, does whatever this habit is, does it feed my spirituality? No, I'm going to disconnect from that. Whatever this habit is, does it feed my intuition? Well, if it's a controlled substance or something that you've been taking and you think it makes you more psychic, you might have to work harder on that one.
It may not.
Does this habit, whatever it may be, help me communicate? We can disconnect from that. Does it help me relate to people and be social? Can disconnect to that. Does it strengthen my willpower? How can I disconnect it from that? What does it do to my physical body? Well, if it's a bad habit, it probably isn't good for your physical body. And then Saturn is that kind of karmic lesson grounding thing. Protection is another good word for that. So do a little research on the chakras. Get a couple of words for each chakra that relate to disconnecting that habit for you.
What a good idea.
Work these next few days, and then after the new moon, you know, finish up with maybe third eye crown or something like that. And you could probably break the habit in a week. Yeah?
You can do it. Well, yeah. So what a lot of people struggle with getting rid of habits is they see the enormity of the releasing the I can never overcome this. I could never do that. And you're already starting to defeat yourself.
But if you can see it, you can be it.
Yep, that's it. If you can visualize it, that's become a reality in some element somewhere, even if it's only another and only another. That's kind of only another.
Only another, yeah.
That's trivializing stuff too much. If it doesn't exist in other, it can't exist here. So you have to bring about that reality, and sometimes, you know, breaking something down into manageable pieces makes life so much simpler. And reward yourself when you know, hey, I did that. That's good. You know, there's a little pat on the back there. You know, that sense of accomplishment. And honestly, working towards achieving something is the perfect antidote for stress as well. Stress is where you've got like a built-up head of steam, the kind of thing where the unstoppable force meets immovable object, you know, and you've got that pressure. Or
replace the habit with something positive, right? Like, you know.
Sing, run.
Crochet, right? Whatever. Like, I usually eat a whole bag of potato chips in the evening. Well, instead of eating the bag of potato chips, crochet something.
Yeah, because you're not going to eat chips whilst crocheting, are you? You're going to make a mess of everything.
Exactly. So replace it with a habit that's more positive, or a habit that will help you achieve something.
There you go. So, Sparky says, yes, I always focus on removing frustrations. Helps so much for the long term. It does.
Melanie says baby steps. Yes.
Exactly thus.
You know?
Exactly thus.
You can't do it with a snap of a finger. Although some people do quit smoking cold turkey. That's them using their willpower, but I would still suggest that they're not through it or, you know, out of it until they work their way through it.
No, I mean, it was really weird. I was so ingrained was the habit, and speaking personally here, that I would wake up and had a dream that I'd smoked and think, oh God, no, I've taken up smoking again. And no, it was just a dream. It's okay. But it was so ingrained in my behavior, you know.
Because you'd smoked for years.
Yeah,
right?
I had, yeah. You know, and
you're
I'm
in
glad.
the army and all kinds of things, you know.
Yeah. It's a very, very healthful life. Yes. Yeah. It's drunk deeply from the cup of life. It has to be said. Yeah. So no, but I'm glad I was able to do that, and it's not an insurmountable problem. There are no insurmountable problems, you know. You just got to find
a way,
adapt, improvise, overcome.
Find a way through it, over it.
Oh, it's a morning
under it, around it. Somehow get it behind you. Get past
That's
it.
That's it. Yes. Yes.
And you are allowed to keep the lesson from it.
Oh, God,
it would be a wasted sacrifice and suffering if you aren't able to keep the lesson from it. You know, sometimes when we are suffering at the hand of another, it's very hard to figure out what the lesson might have been.
Well, yeah.
But so it might take longer than 7 days, obviously, for that.
You also need to get to a position where you've got the perspective to actually see the full picture.
Right.
And sometimes when you're involved in something, when you're embroiled in it totally, it's very hard to have that perspective, you know, because you're so mixed up in it, you don't have the luxury of being able to step back and go, I can see what's going on here, because you can't. You know, you're too involved.
Right.
So sometimes it may take a time for you to actually detach and move back from that, so you can actually get far enough back and learn the lesson kind of thing. Skittle, yes. She doesn't learn any lessons. She's obsessive compulsive.
Being very contrary today.
Oh, just today? Oh, how unlike her.
All right.
How completely unlike her. So listen, lots of people have been watching us this morning. This is really good. Thank you so much.
So Dottie says, I stopped smoking cold turkey January 2020.
Nice,
Then the pandemic hit. So now I'm trying to get a daily walking exercise, but the weather doesn't help. True, that's very stifling outside. But Dottie, you know, I bet you feel like walking, you know. I think people who quit smoking don't realize how bad smoking is for them and how, you know, I've walked up a flight of stairs and I can't inhale my breath anymore. But when you quit smoking, it does open up.
Oh, God. Expect to put on weight because suddenly you can taste food. It tastes good. I suppose I met you with you're actually a pretty good cook as well.
Slightly good.
So yeah. We must cook smaller portions. We must work on that.
All right, shall we pull a card for today? And then
do you think we should, or should we just witter on for the rest of the day? Because I don't know. We should.
All right. So remember, it's Moon Day.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about the moon, right?
New moon is going to be in Cancer. Oh, make a plan.
This isn't bad. What's your reading for today?
My reading for today is: take a little time to invest in yourself, to figure out what it is that you want that will give you safety and security, what it is that you are attached to and willing emotionally and mentally to work with. And invest in yourself and get your project going.
Yep, this is a good financial card. Sparky, is the Four of Pentacles. If you can't see, I'm sorry.
Four of Pentacles, sorry.
Yeah. And it's very much, we can see this crowned king, presumably. So that does indicate mastery of the domain, if you will, outside the walls of a city, which is interesting. But yeah, money on the head, money over the heart, as above, so below. Got that one hand up, one hand down under it. So that kind of an unusual kind of nestling of it. And also grounded on the pentacles. So this is a card very much about physical realities. And if it's,
Okay, it's not Tarot Talk Tuesday. What's your reading?
Now's a good day to establish a firm foundation. With paying attention to financial details. This is, if you think of hanging your own shingle, this is a good time to do it.
Sparrow says, what's the card? Four of Pentacles.
Four of Pentacles. All right. So there you go. That's our card. So yeah, not a bad card, actually. Not a bad card at all.
All right, folks.
So
go be epic.
Indeed, go be epic. So in terms of, using the energies of getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve you in preparation for planting your new idea at the Cancer new moon coming up, go clear out the crap, prepare your ground. It's all part and parcel of that. Fits in well with that card too. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much again, Sparky, for the incredible super chat. That's awesome of you. It's our first. we shall record it in the book of firsts. What you got? Anybody we need to say hi to before we go?
Pam says, Pam Countryman, hello.
Oh, hi, Pam.
Dottie says, definitely feel like walking. I do exercise in the apartment that I was given when I had my hip surgery.
Oh, okay.
And I'm eating healthy. I only allow myself like one jelly donut a month. And Savannah says, perfect card for today. It is, actually.
It is, yes, good
Have
card.
a great day, Pam. Have a great day, everybody. Go be epic.
Go be epic. Go and embrace today. And yes, it is a holiday. So if you are en vacances, vacate well. That's it. And use this vacation time to get rid of some of the crap that does not serve you. You will feel better for it. All right, thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends all about us and all that fun stuff. And we'll speak to you soon. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Don't forget to share Celtica.org.
Celtica.org.